right, discussion topic of the day. All the things I wish I would have known about being a mechanic or choosing automotive mechanics as a career path. One of those things, it was when I was younger, when I first started off in this industry, I was surprised to see how many tools that I actually needed in order to even do a lube tech job. And at that time, when I was in community college, I didn't really have the money for a lot of this stuff. So, then you end up getting grants, scholarships, loans. You're waiting for, your GI Bill to hit if you're in the military. So a lot of this stuff came absolutely last minute. I didn't get a chance to really sit down with any kind of senior mechanic or technician to talk about what's the minimum that I need. I just went off of the same tool list that everybody else had. And that got expensive pretty quick, even though I had shopped primarily over at Harbor Freight for a lot of those first purchases. And then I shopped at Sears too, because I worked there and we got like 20% discount, which was pretty cool. It actually saved me quite a bit of money. As the years would progress, as the job demands would increase as far as what it was that I was having to do for my job, for the shop that I was at, there were many and many more tools that had to come with that. Now, some of them were, wants. Let's face it, a lot of guys, you get into these things where you see something that can save yourself some time. You're hoping that that's going to in turn make you some more money. But in turn, look, let's face it, this is a very expensive career path. I've said it once and I'll say it again. When you get into this industry, you're going to spend probably half your paycheck for maybe the first 5 to 10 years of doing this. And you can tell me that I'm wrong, but more times than not, that's the majority of the technicians and mechanics. You just hope that once you get past that 10-year mark, you're in a place where you're relatively comfortable with the tools that you have and you can do the job, most any job, with the tools that you have, and hopefully you don't have any payments or anything like that. I only have one tool account right now, and it's almost paid off, so I'm actually happy about that. But aside from that, like I said in the past video, man, just because you see me grab something off the tool truck to review or talk about doesn't mean that I'm actually buying it. 8, 9 times out of 10, these vendors are nice enough to let me borrow something to even check it out to review it because they're interested about my opinion too. But I wish I would have known how expensive it was and how long it was going to take to get to that place of comfortability where I was just happy with what it was that I got and I was able to perform these job functions. The second part about this industry that'll kind of burn you up a little bit, productivity / expectations, okay? This industry is very cutthroat. It is very cutthroat, okay? There's a lot of things that weigh in on the demand for mechanics, because even though there are shops out there that are in high demand for mechanics, what they're also in high demand of is high producing mechanics. So it's not enough just to know your stuff and be able to put something together without error, you know what I mean? But you gotta produce, and if you're not producing, these shops will drop you, man. They'll drop you at a dime. And you just can't hold any grudges behind it, because that's the nature of this business. That's the nature of the industry. That's the industry that you chose. This ain't Walmart. This isn't a retail store. You know what I mean? It is a very cutthroat industry. So if you can't get with the program fast, quick, and in a hurry, and keep doing that year in and year out, day in and day out, the chances of you having a job for a long time at any one shop are going to be few and far between. At some point in time, expectations are going to go up. Demand for the amount you can produce will go up. And you can talk to almost any dealership tech too. This is no different between independent shops and dealerships. You get a productivity sheet every single week, sometimes multiple times a week, letting you know how bad you suck at life or if you're doing really good. And you only get a couple of those suck at life checks before the dealership's ready to boot you out. You might get a handful more at the independent shop, but it's still equally as cutthroat. So just the idea of you may not have a job, one little error, one tiny mistake that could have been a big mistake, one slowdown period where you're just going through a lot of stuff, and that could be it. And then you're off trying to find either the next shop or the next thing to do. So I wish somebody would have told me that too. You know, everyone talks about the automotive shop nightmares and stuff like that. I haven't had those in a while. But usually when you're brand new, especially doing big repairs, you might end up going home at night, and when you sleep, you go, oh God, did I tighten that thing up? Oh God, did I put that thing on? Oh man, now I know where I left my flashlight and it's gone. You know what I mean? There's a handful of situations like that, but I haven't had those in a while. But those are things to expect, especially when you're new in this industry. You know, then other than that, I don't really know much else that I can add to that. All right, another thing that you don't really realize now, but you will if you decide to go into this industry, is that friends and family, even the person that you're with, okay, it's going to come down to a time where it's almost expected that you fix their stuff, and more times than not for free. And don't get me wrong, you might have some friend or family member that's like, no, I'm going to pay you how much. They don't really argue with it, and it is what it is. But you're going to have other situations. I was in a situation where I knew I could make about $100 doing a brake job for somebody, but I knew I didn't have the ability to do a clutch on the ground. And that just turned into a whole other argument, because it was like, oh, well, you got time to go work on so-and-so's, but you won't fix my clutch. And I'm like, God damn, it's it, like a cutthroat. I'm telling you, cutthroat. It's not even down to the employer. Friends, family, even the person that you're with will they'll cut your throat and tell you how much you just owe your time and every energy and everything to them. So yes, it'll happen. Might not see it right away. A lot of people are going to be excited that you know what you're doing. A lot of people are going to be excited to give you money rather than a shop. What they mean by that is, I don't want to spend $140 or $250 per hour at a shop. I'd rather give you like $50 to $100 or a case of beer and a pack of smokes to have you fix it. I'm sure you would. There's a lot of people out there that would love to freaking pay you with a case of fucking beer and a pack of cigarettes. That's not the way this world goes. I'm telling you, once you become a mechanic, there's a lot of things that you need to consider before getting into this industry. All right, cool tool of the week, bearing packer. This thing's pretty awesome. All right, so take the bearing, drop it in like so. Take this little dealio here. Try to get an angle here for you guys. Oh yeah. Look at all that old grease getting pushed out with the new stuff. And that there is the bearing packer. Freaking cool tool of the week right there, guys. All right, another cool tool for you guys right here is this brake caliper piston retraction ratcheting tool. This thing, I've had this thing since I very first started wrenching. I got this back in 2010. This tool, made by Blue Point, is 13 years old and still just kind of just chugging along, man. So I'm giving it up to this tool. Good stuff. Now, if you're working on smaller single piston cars and you can't retract it all the way deep enough, they also sell one like this that goes thinner. I like that too. So if I never told you guys in any kind of a video, and I'm not sure if I have because it's been a little while, tub of towels. These things are freaking legit, absolutely legit when it comes to cleaning hand tools. Now, I don't really clean them like this very often. More times than not, I just grab a shop rag, give it a quick wipe of Ruski, toss it in the drawer so that way oil's not all over the inside of the liner. But in certain situations where, again, we're getting ready to give back something that's not ours, that we borrowed for review purposes, to snap on, clean that up, and it's practically brand new. So for those of you that haven't checked out Tub of Towels, check them out, dude. They'll make your stuff look like brand new, kid you not. Even if you've only used it a couple times, you're just trying to clean it up. Maybe you're selling some stuff. You want it to look as new as it possibly can. Get yourself that tub of towels. Spend a couple minutes giving it the old wipe. Promise you, they will look new or close to new. And you'll probably get more money out of it. I'm serious. You'll probably get more money out of the tools that you have if you're selling stuff. or even if you're trading stuff in, a lot of times you'd be surprised how much more of trade-in value you get if you actually spend a few minutes just cleaning it up and not handing it in when it looks like crap. Actually, Jeff was talking about that on his truck the other day. I'm not sure how much of that we got on recording, but he was talking about how more times than not, these guys want to send things in for warranty, and they're not even trying to clean it up a little bit, and it clearly shows that the tool is abused. And then a lot of times these warranty things that get sent in, they're getting turned down and they're getting sent back with no coverage. So something else to think about if you guys are trying to send something in for warranty. Now, not all businesses are going to be like that. I've heard some good reviews from Capri and from Tecton people. But as far as Gearwrench, Milwaukee, Makita, DeWalt, those brands go, spend a couple minutes, clean it up, so that way it doesn't look abused. All right, while we're waiting for the second rotor to finish cutting, let's talk about the 4-year Gearwrench mechanic set review. You guys wanted a long-term. This is as long-term as I can get. Pretty sure I bought this set 4 years ago. Could be closer to 3 or a little over 3. I'm pretty sure I've had this set for 4 years if we went back through the videos. But anyway, 243 piece mechanic set. I got this one from either Amazon or Jeff. Might have bought this one from Jeff. I think the Amazon one we gave away to one of our subscribers or buddies. I just can't remember off the top of my head. If you're the subscriber that I gave that set to, make sure to leave it down in the comments. All right, let's check it out. So I almost seldomly use anything in the 1/2 inch area. Pretty sure this guy's somewhere in the toolbox. I did try to use the ratchet. It's just too short for what it is I use things for. I need more leverage. Thus, it's not my grab ratchet. I tried to make it a grab ratchet, but this is pretty much the grab ratchet. All right, here are some of the shallows. Only one I had split on me was an 8mm. That's been since replaced and haven't had any issue. Getting down to the deeps, chrome peel. You can see it already, okay? Did have chrome peel on some of these deeps. Otherwise, didn't really have much chrome peel at all in the 1/4 inch. They worked out great. Extensions have been handy. The detent on these has not flexed, meaning that the socket still stays on. So I'm happy with the 3/8. On the 1/4 inch side, unfortunately, probably use it a lot. Some of these, they don't hold up anymore. You can see I'm missing 2. I lost them somewhere. And then down at the end, the wrenches, 6-point wrenches. I don't use them a whole bunch, but when I need them, I use them. I probably use the open end more than I do the box end. I have used the box end, but 6-point, I don't know. You can take it or leave it. I'd rather have a 12-point or even better, ratcheting. So that being said, these are the ratcheting wrenches that I use, and then these are my go-tos for pretty much everything. I grab them for everything. Haven't had any issues with the Icon ratcheting mechanism or the open end on the wrench. So, got to give this set a 1.5 thumbs up. It would have got a 2 thumbs up if it wasn't for the chrome chipping and the detent ball on the 1/4 inch prematurely wearing it.